Hi everyone, today we're going to study the hyperbola with center at the origin. The transverse axis is on y-axis. Let us first define hyperbola. A hyperbola is the set of points such that the difference of the distances of the moving point from two fixed points is constant. The fixed points are called foci. The line passing through the foci is called transverse axis. The points of intersection of the hyperbola with the transverse axis are called the vertices. The center is the midpoint of the segment connecting the foci. The line passing through the center, perpendicular to the transverse axis, is called the conjugate axis. A chord of the hyperbola through either focus perpendicular to the transverse axis and terminated by the curve is called the latus rectum. Now, let us see the figure of hyperbola. This pair of graphs here consists of the hyperbola. This is the center at origin. The coordinates are 0, 0. The transverse axis is here. It lies on the y-axis. This is the conjugate axis. It lies on the x-axis. Let us identify the foci. This is the first focus, denoted by F, while the second focus is denoted by F prime. We say that the line segment connecting the foci is assigned to be of length 2c. By then, we can now write the coordinates of the foci respectively. And these are 0c and 0, negative c, respectively. Let us now plot the vertices. This is the first vertex, denoted by V, while this is the second vertex, denoted by V prime. The line segment connecting the vertices is of length 2a. So we can assign the coordinates of each vertex to be 0a and 0, negative a, respectively. Now, the latus rectum. We have two latera recta. This is the first, and this is the second. The length of each latus rectum, denoted by LLR, equals 2b square over a. It means we can write the coordinates of the endpoints of the first latus rectum. The endpoints are b square over a, comma, c, and the other endpoint is negative b square over a, comma, c. For the second latus rectum, the endpoints are b square over a, comma, negative c, and negative b square over a, comma, negative c. Now the eccentricity is denoted by E, and this is equal to C over A. Now we have the asymptote. Asymptote is a line which has the property that the distance from a point P on the curve to the line approaches zero as the distance of P from the origin increases without bounds. Here we have two asymptotes of the hyperbola. The equation of these asymptotes are y equals positive a over b x for this line, while the other asymptote has equation y equals negative a over b times x. This is now the standard equation of hyperbola, center at origin, transverse axis on y-axis. This is y square over a square minus x square over b square equals 1. One thing that we should remember here, that the y variable is positive and the x variable is the one being negative. So the transverse axis lies on y-axis. I hope you learned something from this video. See you again next time.